going to be a clean out. I'm going to try and keep the narration short, sweet, practically non-existent. This video is inspired by Craig over at the 10 Liter Life channel. I did a clean out maybe 2 years ago, but I haven't done one in a while, and well, here we go. The puppy is just dying to get up here, so I'm going to put him up there. Hopefully he won't block the view too much. Hey, so yeah, it's a bit overwhelming. Every time I kind of thought that I had found everything, I was finding more stuff and more nooks and crannies. But this is all of my personal items. I live in my boyfriend's house, and all of the furniture, most of the stuff is his. So you may see other stuff, but that belongs to him. The postcards up there on the wall, those are mine. I'm only obviously cleaning out my stuff. I would never touch or donate someone else's, even though I'm dying to clean out the glasses in our cabinet. I don't know why, but somehow we could end up with like 30 drinking glasses. Anyway, so yeah, it's a lot. It's a lot. I think I need to get real and honest with myself and figure out which of this can go, because definitely some of this stuff is unneeded. You'll see over there is the hammock. I have a metal hammock stand out back. Out of the 4 sets of bolts, 3 of them have gotten lost, so it's not really safe to use anymore. So I have decided this year to take that to the scrapyard. I've had it about 7 seasons, so I've gotten pretty good use out of it. It's starting to rust in places too. The south, everything's humid, rusts eventually. So I will be doing that. I want to be transparent, so I'm going to include 2 photos now. And those 2 photos were my beach chair and noodle. And then the other one was to show you that I do own a car. And in the car is a camping chair, a camp table, and then my dog's travel bed. I did not include my dog stuff in here. Again, that's his stuff. I mean, obviously I would be the person to clean it out. But he uses everything, so there's no need for that. I'll try to speed through this part and not talk. I don't really like to put a lot of narration. I tend to chatter on, and I'm sure that's the last thing you want to do is listen to me chatter on. You know what everything is. It doesn't need explanation. So wish me luck. So I'm going through the laundry because it was clean to fold it, and there are toiletries at the bottom of my laundry bin. I'm just like, this is ashwagandha for all you people who are thinking it's something worse than that. And like a hat and towel and just random stuff. And it's my dog. He has nested the pile that I just folded. I just folded those scarves. And they were in a dicey pile. He just nested all of those. I've pulled out my tablet and I'm watching Marie Kondo as inspiration for this. But that's where I'm at so far. So I'm maybe a quarter of the way through and I forgot a couple things. I had my travel bag that had all these kind of like travel pouches and accessories and stuff in it. So I've added that. And then I forgot about this bin, which had the last of my camping supplies that I'm selling, which is a Z-Packs Classic sleeping bag, and then a couple of odds and ends camping gear. So I just wanted to be transparent and show you guys that even afterwards I found some stuff and added it in. I kind of like folding clothes as I go to kind of help me organize. My poor dog's been very patient. He just nests himself a new bed every time I shift something around. But so far, this is the donation bin. Y'all, I am obsessed with blanket blankets. But this one I've had for a long time, and it's got a lot of holes. And this one is really big. So I'm actually going to order one new one to replace these 2. And then that's the other donation stuff so far. And then over here is just things that I'm going to take to my classroom. So that's where I'm at. Maybe like, I don't know, maybe I'm like 25% through. So I wanted to show progress. I'm probably about halfway through now. I'm just kind of trying to lay things out neater. Kind of helps me like visualize where I'm at with everything. Up there, that's dirty laundry. So you can see I'm starting to get some space. That is a sell pile. That is donate. And then those 2 things are going to my classroom. I'm going to do toiletries next. I've gone and got a trash bag to start sorting through that. And then I've kind of a little bit gone through kitchenwares, like the French presses and the donate. But I got a couple more things to go through that. So like this pile right here is what I'm about to tackle next. But I've done everything else. These are the shoes that I'm left with, these 4. These are like 10 years old and I'm ready to donate them, but they haven't quite worn out yet. And they're Crocs, so they're super comfortable for work. So I am going to hang on to these, but they don't really necessarily spark joy anymore. They're just kind of utilitarian. Same thing up here. There's a notebook and my Sawyer squeeze for camping. Those don't spark joy, but they're utilitarian and they're things that I use a lot. Also, I would say the same thing. The heating pad. The heating pad doesn't necessarily spark joy. But it's definitely useful when I need it. So that's where I'm at right now. And if you've watched any of my previous videos, you'll know that I used to be a big Tom bin collector. You'll notice that I've kind of limited my collection. I just have 2 bags now. The Daylight and the Tote. And then I just have some ghost whales, pouches, and packing cube side bags left. And that's it, because as you can see, I mean, this is all that I own. So far. I'm going to still keep going through. But yeah, that's where I'm at. So of all things that surprised me the most in this clean out, it's the toiletries. I had no idea it had gotten this bad. This is embarrassing. I'm supposed to be a minimalist. Oh my god. And this stuff that like I've literally never used. It's just wow. And then, you know, I'm hanging on to mostly empty bottles for no reason. Anyway, that's where I'm at. I'm on the last stage. Once I have toiletries done, that'll be it. Okay, so this is all the trash, or all the stuff that got thrown out in that box toiletries. I don't know if you can see. I mean, that is like a full grocery bag worth of stuff. And then this is what I've kept. So this is kind of like the Utilitarian Tools. This is a lint roller. And this little pouch right here, this ghost whale, that's where I'm going to put all of these utilitarian items, except for the lint roller won't fit in there. The sewing kit. This is my first aid kit. It goes in my travel bag, so it gets this kind of like soapy schmutz on it. But that has all my first aid kit stuff in there. I've decided to store all my travel items in my travel bag. Like, who would have thought? Duh. So I've got my travel brush, empty Nalgene bottles to decant stuff. When you travel, this is toothbrush cover. I don't use a travel toothbrush anymore. I've been traveling with my full-size electric toothbrush. So anyway, all the travel stuff, this is a little travel sports stuff, is now in the travel bag, where it belongs. Like I said, who would have thunk? And then this is the toiletries that I've decided to keep. Man, the hardest thing was limiting the sunscreen. I live in a place where we have to wear a lot of sunscreen, and I had like a sunscreen for every situation, but I've kind of got it down to the solid 50 and then the face stuff. And then this is just a Dove bar of soap and then a couple of things. I'm having some issues with my face right now, so I don't normally have all these little face things right here, but I've got that extra right now. This too, so actually like half that stuff is just face stuff because I'm battling face issues. So there we go, that's what I ended up with. So I'm done, and this is everything that I ended up with keeping. Okay, this is the trash bag. This is stuff going to my classroom. This is donation stuff, and this is selling my like kitchenware. Sorry about the dirty cup. That's what I was drinking coffee with earlier, but I wanted to make sure that I show you guys that I was keeping that. Keeping both sporks. I know, 2 sporks. You can only use one at a time. I'm keeping both of them. Whatever. I guess anyway. Toiletries, I already showed you guys that. So electronics. I have a tablet, it's a Kindle Fire, and then I have this tablet pillow. I just got it, actually really love that thing. And then I have Bose wired earphones. I have an iPhone 6S, that's what I'm recording on right now. I have a headlamp, an Anchor battery. Man, I wish they made this with USB-C. They still keep only making it with the micro USB. So I still have to have a micro USB cord for these two. I have a 3-in-1 cable in my car. I've just been using that. For chargers, I've got one USB-C for the tablet, and then one Lightning to USB-C for the phone. My phone battery is crap because I've had it a really long time, and so I have to charge it a lot, so there's stuff for charging for that. And then I also have a Lightning memory extender for movies when I'm traveling, a thumb drive for storage, and then the SD cards for the micro SD card that's in the tablet. So that's that. And all of those things get stored in various ghost rails, you'll see here. And then the headphones obviously go in there. And then this is sunglasses. And in my car I have prescription glasses and prescription sunglasses. So that was, I think, the only thing that I didn't go over. Oh, this is like passport, insurance cards, stuff like that. These are all important papers, like my dog's adoption papers, original birth certificates, stuff like that, his rabies tags. So whenever I evacuate, these 2 pouches come with me. But let's see. I'm sure, I mean, I'm not going to go through and explain everything because, like, y'all know what stuff is. I can't seem to get under 5 pairs of shoes. I really should just donate these because I only wear them for about 2 weeks when it gets cold enough, but whatever. They're not taking up any room. It's just a sleep bra and then a couple of t-shirts, a tank, and then yoga pants and jogger pants. That's my personal clothes. Socks, underwear, bathing suit, hiking socks, buff, hat, gloves, all the other stuff goes in here. This is just a day hiking pack. All the stuff's rolled up in it. I got 1 skirt. I have a lot of SPF shirts. I am pale and I burn really fast. So there's like a rash guard for swimming, a whole bunch of EPF shirts that I use. I use them all. And then I've got 1, 2, 3 fleeces and 1 sweater. It's a merino sweater for, you know, the 2 weeks a year that it gets cold enough to wear that gear. And then the quilt my mom gave me, my travel bag. And this is a sit pad for day hiking. And that's it. That's it. I borrowed the tripod. I don't own it. And that's it.